The U.S. Chamber of Digital Commerce backs Binance and is urging the SEC to drop the lawsuit. Why is XRP's growth rate so bad despite the pro-Ripple decision? And Ripple victory in the SEC lawsuit results in 4 tailwinds and 3 headwinds. So guys, we've got so much to talk about today. I'm so sorry I wasn't here for the past couple days. I wasn't feeling too well, but I am back now. Amr is here to give you all the best crypto and specifically XRP news. So let's get right into some tweets. Firstly, we have this tweet from XRP. Well, if a job gave you the option, would you accept your salary in XRP? Personally, I wouldn't. I agree with Parlay here. I got bills to pay, man. I got rent. It ain't cheap, man. It's not. And so, you know, in the future, if XRP became more, sorry, I should say when XRP becomes a lot more, you know, accepted and a lot more common, then definitely, yes, I want to move away from typical finance right now, or typical fiat right now, like paper money. However, it's just not the case where we can completely detach ourselves from that. Some people said yes. I'd love to see how that works. As long as they can direct deposit to my Uphold Inc. account. Interesting. Very interesting. Excuse me, sorry. This next tweet we have is from XRP Captain at Universe20. Hashtag Ripple vs hashtag SEC case is over. Just waiting for announcement. Get ready, hashtag XRP holders. Huge green candle will print anytime. Guys, if I woke up and I saw this, oh, I would lose my mind. Oh, I would lose my mind, for real. Unfortunately, not so easy, yeah. But I do think, you know, maybe one day we'll see this. Maybe, well, I mean, maybe not this, but like somewhere where a candle is hitting such a big difference. Next two we got is from Ito Farina. Shout out to Ito Farina, always coming with some fantastic tweets. Breaking news: Pro at Ripple's XRP attorney at attorney Jeremy 1 says Ripple vs SEC case is over. Jeremy Hogan had to say, for all intents and purposes, the Ripple vs SEC case is over. Yes, important hearings will be held in coming months, deciding a judgment of $770 million is of course important, but your time for hand wringing over this case is done, which is very interesting to take. So I think, guys, in my personal opinion, I ended up buying as soon as I heard the news, and as you see, like, it's not a huge thing, but I think one of the reasons why it's being suppressed, and I think one of the later tweets or articles we're going to look at is going to be talking about that a bit, is because it officially hasn't been announced, right? It's not technically over, right? So I think we're just waiting on that confirmation. XRP Crypto Wolf had to say, what do you think is suppressing the price of XRP? Well, that's my opinion, but let's see what some people had to say about it. I disagree with most saying SEC and lacking institutional regulation. It's so clearly just raw manipulation. Just track the buy and sell volumes over a rally like this one. Insider whale positions properly prior, then they sell in such a rhythm that it's not very traceable in candles. Interesting. So I want to see what some people had to say to his response. And constantly draining every rally's momentum like that. How does it ever end? Sadly, it doesn't. There's no stopping greed. What we can do as regular retail buyers is we don't fall for any market FOMO FUD. Most whales get influencer networks that push market sentiment. Best advice I can give is not to operate on emotion and peace, and I agree 100%. Very fantastic take right there. The expectation of it going up, it won't be held back forever. It's built on lies. No banks are really using it. Interesting. High frequency trading of them, big banking and those affiliated. Pretty safe answer though, since they run most of the world at the moment. Rich people, Bitcoin price action, starting to think it's meant for more. And until it is time, it won't do much. I think that last tweet right there, that last comment, I really feel it, because, like, you know, once we get that going, once it gets going, it's gonna get going. But until then, it's not gonna make a huge jump. That's just my personal belief. And guys, I just want to reiterate, nothing I say is financial advice. That's just me talking about my opinions and my actions and what I plan to do, and trying to go over news and stuff like that, and just getting as much information out there to the XRP community. Next, let's look into some articles here. So XRP's growth pace is unexpectedly bad following the pro-Ripple decision. So let's get right into it. This is what we were talking about earlier today. XRP was expected to experience a notable price surge following the favorable verdict in the legal case involving Ripple's top executives. However, the crypto market can often defy expectations, and this time was no different. Despite a significant win for Brad Garlinghouse and Chris Larson against the Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC), XRP's anticipated bullish run turned out to be more of a whimper. The chart showcases lackluster price performance for XRP on a daily basis. Prior to the decision, there was speculation on the market that was positive outcome would be the ignition XRP needed to once again reach its previous highs, if not exceed them. Investors and traders alike brace for a potential rally, which unfortunately never materialized. The price remained stagnant, hovering around its current support levels with no significant upward movement. Very interesting. Brad Garlinghouse, Ripple's CEO, had a passionate response to the court's decision, celebrating Ripple's win against the SEC. He highlighted the challenges they faced during his case. His statement: "Today was an even better day. Ripple 3, SEC 0. Displayed not just a tally of their victories, but their sentiment that Ripple had been unjustly targeted." Garlinghouse accused the SEC of not just neglecting its duty to protect its consumers and businesses, but also of pursuing an aggressive personal vendetta against him and Larson. Very, very interesting take here, guys. Next, we got this article saying XRP price to cap. First winning week since September details. XRP heads for best weekly close since July. So let's get right into it. According to the CoinMarketCap data, XRP was up 0.1% at $1.517. XRP is currently up 6% in the week, its biggest gain since July 10th when it rose 59%. If gains continue this week, it will be XRP's first green week since September, when it had 2 green weeks in a row between September 18th and September 25th. However, during these 2 weeks, the gains were 1.95% and 4.40% respectively. It is indeed a winning week for XRP and Ripple, in particular after the SEC Thursday night dropped claims against 2 Ripple Labs executives, CEO Brad Garlinghouse and co-founder Chris Larson, in its lawsuit alleging the company violated U.S. securities law. XRP saw a rise to a high of $0.524 on October 9th in the wake of news, but it has since paired off the gains. XRP price action. Following a significant increase on October 9th, the price of XRP is caught between its moving averages of MA50 and MA200 at $0.504 and $0.527. A break above or below moving averages could indicate the next directional move. Very, very interesting. So I'm so happy to see this. I really hope we do get a green week, but we'll have to ultimately see how that turns out, whether or not that will happen or won't happen. Next article we got here is U.S. Chamber of Digital Commerce banks Binance, urges SEC to drop the lawsuit. Very, very, very interesting take here, guys. Oh, wait, no. Sorry. This is the article we're going to look at. So we got this next article right here. Ripple victory in SEC lawsuit. 4 tailwinds and 3 headwinds for XRP price. Ripple XRP is the 5th largest crypto by market cap, behind Bitcoin, Ethereum, USDT, and BNB. In mid-October 2023, Ripple had market capitalization of $26.6 billion. XRP price began to rally again in mid-October after 6 months of hardly moving, other than a July spike that lasted about a few weeks, and that's what we were talking about the last article. So let's get into some of these tailwinds and headwinds. Firstly, the first tailwind, SEC drops charges against Ripple executives. Ripple tokens jumped to 6% gains on the 7-day window Thursday after markets welcomed news of an SEC retreat on 2 key parts of its Ripple lawsuit. The Securities and Exchange Commission said in its court papers it is dropping all claims against 2 Ripple executives. They will spare both executives a jury trial. The drop charges leave the case down to negotiating over penalties to Ripple Labs, the SEC said in its filing. Very, very interesting. So the second headwind we got going on is ongoing SEC lawsuit depresses the XRP price. XRP price made market waves in July after U.S. judge ruled against the SEC that Ripple tokens are not securities, but that victory was short-lived. In October, the XRP price is back down to where it was 6 months ago. That could happen again after this month's victories for Ripple if the SEC keeps slow-walking its lawsuit and dragging on the uncertainty of Ripple's future. Before the SEC dropped charges against Larson and Garlinghouse, The Street recently reported that Ripple has been one of the crypto's worst performing assets in October. Oh, so sad. I don't want to see XRP in the state, but these things will help us get a good idea of the future and how to handle these kind of situations in the future, as regulations and different lawsuits and court cases are going to be coming up for other cryptocurrencies or maybe even XRP again in the future. Number 3, tailwind. Ripple investors hope SEC will settle soon. So there's a lot of people who are hoping that the case with the SEC, there's a lot of people hoping that the SEC's case will settle soon, and I'm kind of on this statement as well. I think the SEC, the whole case is going towards XRP's favor. So I think, like, hey, the tailwind that's coming on right now, and I think I'm part of it right now, honestly, is that once this case is done and settled, oh my god, it's gonna blow up. So I'm excited. We have to see how that turns out. 4. Headwind. Intense competition for Bitcoin and DeFi. Fighting for market share with the number of strategic competitors is an ongoing headwind for Ripple. In Q4 2023, the battle for crypto investors' capital is heating up. Based on the amount of funds raised from the blockchain startups in Q3, the capital market markedly favors DeFi projects over more centralized finance blockchains like Ripple. This DeFi versus CeFi narrative could be an ongoing headache for cryptocurrency investors hanging their hats on the XRP price. Meanwhile, Bitcoin's dominance or market share of 51% in the crypto industry is at a 31-month high. Oh man, sorry. Number 5, tailwind. Positive market signals for XRP price. While XRP price traded down 3% of the 6-month period ending just before this week's SEC retreat, trading on crypto exchanges had already begun to break upward. Before the latest victory in the SEC lawsuit, XRP had just recently gained 2.6% in the average crypto exchange prices over a 5-day window. That put Ripple's price a notch above even the most previous 30 days. Moreover, the accumulation of Ripple will addresses more portends a possible recovery in the near future. Number 6, headwind. Ripple Labs gluts Bitstamp with XRP. Despite the good news and strong technical signals for Ripple this week, a whale-sized chunk of XRP tokens recently said Bitstamp could overload the market with supplies. Ripple Labs sent over 30 million XRP to crypto exchange miners earlier this year. That could overstuff the market with XRP supply and cause a headwind for the Ripple price if the company intends to sell it. Very interesting. I hope they don't. And the 7th tailwind is possible Ripple IPO in the works. Ripple could be going public with an IPO and become a Wall Street traded company. That would bring renewed interest, fresh capital, and business alliances, and a ton of earned media attention. While there has been little in the way of official validation for them, rumors of a Ripple IPO are all over the crypto Twitter this week. This would bring in potentially enormous amounts of institutional and mainstream capital and greatly expand the Ripple's ecosystem overall balance sheet. Very, very fantastic news in today, guys. Well, that's all we had today, guys. I'm hoping that we'll be looking at some good news coming soon with this case being done, not officially, but being done. But we'll have to see. Regardless, go guys. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you guys. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. It would mean the world to me. And till the next day, I hope you guys have a fantastic one and good luck trading.